Hey, I just want to make this a part three, and I just want to say, if anybody want to call themselves millennium, it's up to you. Pre or post. I just want to say, give rum because remember, 20 years ago. Remember, 20 years ago when 9/11 happened. I remember just like yesterday when I was 17, 20 years ago on Monday, September 11th, 2001. 20 years ago, remember the World Trade Center, and also if you look at us being into the third decade of this year, it's still young and fresh. I just wanted to say, let this decade, let this generation get a chance to have rum. Let this millennium get a chance to have rum. Let this millennium get a chance to breathe and let us digest what's going on. That's all I'm saying. I'm not changing anybody's belief system. People can believe what they want, but I'm just saying that you look at how feminism, I'm not talking about all y'all now. If y'all fight for gay rights, thank you, or bisexual rights. But I'm just talking about how you look at the narrative where I was born in the 80s, where I came from a time, AIDS, AIDS is a gay disease. You're going to hell. That still scarred me. I experienced gay bashing. I experienced running, I experienced time when I lived in dangerous neighborhoods, and I couldn't wear certain clothes. I was one of those. That's why, like I said, I relate to trans now. Now that's why I said I relate to trans women because even though I'm not a biological woman, even though I'm not a cis woman, but I do have a cis woman spirit in me. Even though yes, I may not go through what y'all go through changes, but also keep in mind males, we go through our pulses, we go through changes too. Because sometimes in the summer, some of us might sweat, especially if you think about it, because this may get graphic, but if you look at male cats, the sexual behavior to them when they spray, that's the that's spray coming out of their growling. That means they have sweat balls because they're in the mood to mate. And then when it comes to males, we even though we may not have no period cycle, we still go through our male smells. But I just want to say, you look at feminism, the negative feminism, where they made it where somehow they want to make that narrative that every male were rapists and killers, but at the same, and I don't condone it, but at the same time, females they're above reproach. Oh no, females can't abuse their kids. Females can't do that. No, y'all made an era where black people were the most scum of the earth. Y'all made an era where people of color, they can't get certain things, and y'all also discriminate against white people also discriminate against other white people. That's another thing. And y'all made it where black people we look down on each other. But you look at those times where you had women's rights, gay rights, even men rights to some extent because there's no such you look at the equality that's messed up with each generation. You look at the drug generation. You look at how and also I want to talk about I could finally put in this video misandry versus misogyny and male chauvinist and feminists. I want to talk about all of that in this video. I want to talk to some of y'all women and some of y'all men. Now, when those aggressive, hyper aggressive came out of them saying bees and hoes to y'all, how come y'all don't call that misogynist or look for ways to get them from making money? And also to a lot of y'all that complain about feminism, why did y'all let them go around scaring men and scaring other women and scaring other kids? Because I haven't just dealt with trauma from men and just trauma from my race and just trauma from the white race. Some of y'all females had traumatized me. Yeah, I will never forget about those days as I entered through my adolescence, my early adulthood. Because like I said, I'm 37. And for like 20 years and before, I experienced the real world as well. I dealt with homelessness. And when I say homeless, I'm not talking about the stuff that I confining y'all with. I'm talking about, I looked at how they will tell you, get a job, man up, do this and do that. Yeah, all I'm saying is get this century in this millennium, give it just a time to breathe and relax. Like I said, I'm not trying to change anybody's ways or anybody's thought. I just put this out here as a way of like showing a new light, a new way to look at stuff. That's all I do out of care and concern, out of loving. Because, like I said, ageism is not just for elders, and it's not just. It's also for young people that are youthful. It's also for in between age people where you're not enough or you're too this or too that. But yeah, that's why I had to break that video down. Like I said, everybody can still have their own belief as long as you agree and disagree. But yeah, and also, because like I said, me being gay, that's nothing I'm still dealing with, and the trauma I dealt with. I just had to break I just had to break those decades down. Eh, That's what I had to do of ageism. All right, I love y'all.